Empaths, are you a low-ranking family member? If so, this video is for you. It's your girl, Keely Taverner, psychotherapist who's passionate about helping empaths take care of themselves, look after themselves, learn to value themselves, learn to big themselves up. Because if we don't empathic people, you highly agreeable, over-giving person it's highly likely you'll burn out, get depressed, full of resentment and bitterness because people will perpetually take from you. Now, this video has been inspired by a recent session I had with a client. I suggested that she was a low-ranking family member, which is why people treated her unfairly in the way that they did. Now, often, if we grow up in families where we are a low-ranking family member, then we internalize that as having inadequacy. That inadequacy then internalizes, becomes our internal navigation voice. So we also believe that we are a low-ranking a low-ranking family member, which impacts on how we have regard for ourselves or a lack of regard for ourselves. This often means we have low expectations of ourselves, and naturally, when you don't have a high opinion of yourself, because we may have come from families where they didn't have a high opinion of us, that permeates into all aspects of your life, your love life, your career, your regard for yourself, and often results in people pleasing, going above and beyond for others. It's one of the ways we become a yes person. It's one of the ways we end up putting ourselves last. And ultimately, if you get embroiled in a relationship with a narcissistic individual, it's one of the ways it could take you to the brink where you question your own sanity. So, if you're somebody who occupies a low-ranking status position in your family of origin, my heart goes out to you. Life isn't easy, and you may have a low regard for yourself. The challenge is, many of us have tried to go above and beyond for people to get that validation, to get the thumbs up, so that we feel appreciated and valued. Again, this has led to exploitation and is a part of our childhood trauma and wound. One of the reasons people refer to therapy is to begin to get insights about themselves. So, if you find that you're a low-ranking status person in your family of origin and your life has not gone the way you hoped, and you find yourself perpetually in relationships where people take your kindness for weakness, where you're saying yes creates exploitation, and you find it difficult to say no, and if you do, you are crippled by guilt, this video is for you. Only you can change the situation. And one of the ways you do that is by beginning to challenge and face your fears so that you shift from low-ranking person in your own mind's eye. Other people will still have their opinion of you. Other people's opinions of you is none of your business. Your business is your business. But my encouragement to you is, whatever fears that you have, what things you think that you're not able to achieve because people like you, or you're too this, you're too dumb, you're not this enough, you're not good enough to achieve that. Because remember, you'll also be blighted by a not good enough complex. You'll never feel good enough. Is to face a thing, face something, give yourself a challenge to achieve. That can be a game changer for you. It's your girl, Keely Taverner. I've got 2 minutes before my next client. I thought I'd just get this one in nice and quickly. Do take care of you empaths, because if you don't, no one else will. In fact, they'll exploit you and take your kindness for weakness. And that ain't great for your greatness, because there's a life that you want for yourself. You want more for yourself. You want to live your best life, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's doable. Sometimes, well, often, at times, we need to take time out, work on ourselves, invest in ourselves in order to move on and up with our lives. It's your girl, Keely Taverner. Do take care of you, because if you don't, you know.